What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is episode 9 of my RuneScape 3 Making a Main series, where I try to beat this game in my own way. Refer to episode 1 if you want to know the definition of beating RuneScape. Okay, double XP is among us. So what are my plans? My plans are definitely I want to knock out the majority, if not all, of the requirements to do Plague's End, which will give us access to Perfiditinus, or however the hell you say it. Other than that, I'd like to focus a lot of my time in the Abyss with some combat. I think we'll wrap it up with Necromancy. So I don't know if I'm going to grind out a 99 in this episode or not. You never know. Things may change. I got ADHD, so what can I say? First things first, I do have 75 construction banked. I will be making the tier 3 Grove Cabin just because that's the highest tier and most XP upgrade I can currently do. Other than that, I do believe I'm not going to be using any MTX proteins bullshit like that, just because I like the pet chance and I don't want to waste all my time or all my pet chances on just proteins. So I don't have any protein. Well, I do have some protein. I have the unstable proteins, but those don't work right now. So normally by completing this upgrade, you get around, I believe it's 112k construction XP. So double XP will be getting 224k. And I went ahead and I bought enough to upgrade it 3 times. So I actually think I might have overshot the goal. We might get 76-ish construction off of this. If you are an old school player or a returning RS3 player that is watching, this is kind of the new meta for training construction other than the MTX shit. Basically, you just get these frames here and these stone wall segments, and you can upgrade each little section, I guess you would call it, and you get actually pretty decent AFK construction XP. So look into it, look the fort up on the wiki. It's definitely something, if you're thinking about playing or you are playing, you need to do this. Look at that, 70 construction has been achieved. I missed the level up message, but that's 75 construction. We still have a lot of XP left in this upgrade, so I do believe we'll probably get 76. 76 construction, very nice. I believe that's as far as we're gonna get, so I'm gonna go ahead and just button this up, and then we're gonna move on to combat training. So we are gonna spend some time in the Abyss. Oh wow, we actually got 77, not too bad. Okay, so off to the Abyss we go. I'll show you how we're going to do that. It's pretty simple. So just a prerequisite, you are going to have to do the Enter the Abyss mini quest and then talk to this guy in Varric before you'll be able to teleport. So basically what I do is I get in here and I try to get to the southeastern corner. Might be a little hard just because it's double XP to find an open spot. All right, we found us an empty world. I am using a halberd and we are just going to do our AoE abilities every now and then and watch the XP tumble in. Currently sitting at 67 strength. 70 strength has been achieved, and let me tell you, soul split makes a world of difference here. All right, we're gonna switch over to attack. Currently sitting at 55 attack. There we go, that's 60 attack. The levels are just rolling in right now. After this double XP weekend, I am gonna be a grown man. Okay, I don't know why I keep saying double XP weekend because it's like 10 days, but I'm gonna be a grown man. 70 attack has been achieved so quickly. All right, we're going to switch over to defense and get either 75 or 80. And then I'm going to go to the bank. We're going to knock out ranged and then magic. And that's 75 defense in the bag. 60 magic. I decided to train defense when I get magic level high enough to do ice burst, just because it's way faster to do this on legacy mode here. 65 magic. And the clue scrolls are just coming in hot. 70 magic has been achieved. We're gonna switch over to defense now, and the goal is 80, but we'll see how high I get it. 80 defense has been achieved, as well as 108 combat. So next up is ranged. We have to get 75 for Plague's End, but I also have to get 75 Dungeoneering and Divination. So what are my plans for that? Definitely gonna train Divination in Dungeoneering, but we need to unlock the Elder Sword Ingram. So I'm going to do that real quick. So what is the Elder Sword Ingram? It's basically an item used in the Memorial to Guthix Distraction and Diversion. So you need 400 flickering energy, 100 of the memory strands, and the Elder Sword Ingram, but you can't buy it. You have to go find it. So it's at pest control. So we'll go grab it right now and I'll show you where it's at. All right. So first things first, you have to come to Orla here and do the tutorial. So basically the easiest way to get here is just click on a memory strand and teleport here. Otherwise you can teleport to the Eagle's Peak Lodestone and run all the way up here. And we've arrived at the beautifully updated Void Knight outpost. So we're going to go to the south house here, and it should be on top of a barrel. There it is. You won't be able to pick it up unless you do the tutorial. Don't ask me how I know. And there we go. We're all good. We're all set up there. So what's so special about this Ingram? Basically, in short, when you're in Daemonheim and you're converting memories, the XP is quadrupled. So that's going to be very good with our double XP. All right, back to business. We are currently 68 ranged and I have 2,500 chins. So hopefully that'll get us to 75. My double XP timing is off. I missed the level up message. That's 70 ranged, 75 ranged, coming in hot. Okay, next up, I'm going to use up all my summoning charms to see how high we can get summoning. I don't have that many though. That's pretty much all of my charms used up. I ran out of money. We got 64 summoning, not too bad. I work tomorrow, so next clip is going to be big gains. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a brand new day and we are officially at the almost halfway mark for double XP. Yesterday, I put in work, let me tell you. Look at these 2 skilling suits that we currently have. I went ahead and got the golden mining suit and the blacksmith suit just because I feel like those are the most important to me. If I should have picked something else, let me know in the comments. All right, what are the stats currently? Oh my God, just wait. Boom. Okay, we got 75 mining, 75 fishing, 75 cooking, 75 fire making, we got 75 divination. What else did I do yesterday? I believe that's it. Oh, we got 75 agility as well. So the gains have been made. So for Plague's End, I believe all we have left is 75 dungeoneering. So I will do that later today. What I'm going to do right now is go do a bunch of necromancy rituals. Oh, I actually forgot. We need 75 summoning as well, but I'm out of money and charms. So we'll have to figure out the charms aspect of that. But right now we're going to get to necromancy. I might get it to 99. You never know. You never know. So just a little update here. I've been super busy in real life and I revamped all the thumbnails on the YouTube channel. So I haven't played much. We have 20 hours of double XP left and I just hit 86 necromancy. I believe I'm going to sit here and do this until I have about 12 hours left. And then I'm going to invest that 12 hours of double XP into dungeoneering. I don't believe it's going to take 12 hours to get 75 dungeoneering at all. So whatever I have left after we get 75 dungeoneering, I'm just going to try to button up these other skills to get base 75. So we have farming, thieving, fletching, slayer, hunter, and rune crafting. It looks like that we could use double XP to get 75. I'm not too worried about strength, attack, and magic. So that's where we're sitting at right now. So I just hit 87 necromancy, not too bad, but I am super bored doing rituals, so I'm going to run over and do some hermod. There we go, that's 88 necromancy, not too bad. Holy shit, we got 3 hermetic plates that trip. Let's check about our progress in War's shop here. I believe we're pretty close to unlocking that second portal. Yeah, so we have a total of 97 boss kills. We can unlock it at 100. And with that kill, that's 89 necromancy. So after I finish this kill, we are going to go finish our Reaper task. I believe I have 12 of the Cowfight Queen to kill. Need to do that. I forgot about it. We can also unlock our second portal. Give me that. God damn, have I mentioned how much I love Soul Split? The whole world is open to us now. And that task is complete. Little bit of loot, nothing too crazy. We'll go get us another task because I can get another one today. All right, Death, let's see what you got for me. 10 from the Cowfight Queen again. All right, I guess we'll go back. Another Reaper task has been completed. Loot ain't that good because I mean, it's Cowfight Queen. So back to Hermod. We are currently 386k from 90 necromancy. And then after I get 90, we will head over to dungeoneering. So I'm going to pause DXP just for a minute and I'm going to go try to do 5 mech Arch-Glacor. So let's see how this goes. So we haven't been to Sentistan just yet. So let's go. And then we'll have to run south to the glacier front. All right, here we go. 5 mechanics. Hopefully this doesn't go too bad. I only have tier 70 armor, so we'll see how this goes. So this is the part that I was kind of worried about, if I'm going to be able to DPS these fast enough. Almost had him, but I hit the this shield at the wrong time. All right, so I figured out what I was doing wrong. So with the lesser bone shield, I was toggling it off. I didn't realize you only had to click it one time and then it was just active. I thought it expired. So we won't click that off this time. Try it again. Rest in peace, doo-doo head. Oh, man. 5-minute kills, though? I don't know. We'll come back here when we get to tier 80 upgrades, but it's good to know that we actually can kill him. So before we get back into fighting her mod, I think what I'm going to do is use up these charms, see how high I can get summoning, and then I'm going to go to God Wars Dungeon 1, and we're going to finish the upgrade on our armor. So I want to get tier 80 just to make the XP an hour faster. I had to sell off my loot tab to get enough money to do this, but cash stack's currently at 6.3 mil. That's going to go away very soon. I'm going to have to make sure I use all these gems too. All right, here we go. Hopefully we get pretty far. We're currently sitting at 64 summoning. So not too bad. We got to 67, which I wanted to unlock the War Tortoise. So we're good there. Let's go to God Wars 1. Forgot to change back to normal magics. Whoops. And we're in. The first up is going to be Krill, and then we're going to do Arma. I'm not sure if you can kill Arma with Necro, so hopefully you can. Man, I forgot how annoying getting KC was when you have a Slayer level that's low, but there's 40 of them killed. Let's see how Krill goes. Hell yeah. All right. Arma next. Now, this is the one I'm unsure about. I am unsure if you can kill Arma with Necromancy, so hopefully you can. All right, hopefully this doesn't go terribly. Rest in peace, Kree. All right, we're still doing pretty good on supplies, so I'm going to head over to Sarah next. All right, Zilliana's next. Hopefully we don't die because that was annoying. And Zilliana, you can rest in peace. Well, it didn't let me use the hammer on the altar the first time, so hopefully... All right, there we go. I don't know why it didn't work the first time. All right, Bandos is next. And Bandos is next. Hopefully I only have to kill him once because my turtle died. Rest in peace. Hopefully this works. See, why isn't it working? I just killed him. Well, hopefully we have enough food for this next kill. Otherwise I'm fucked and I have to come back. That's annoying. Why didn't it work? All right, it's looking good. We should be good. All right, rest in peace, dude. Better fucking work this time. Finally. All right, now we have to go do a couple Slayer tasks. Yo, 90 Necromancy. All right, our hammer is hammered. Our urn is earned. Now we need a red berry pie. All right, Killy, teach us your ways. All right, so we have earned how to make the tier 80, and we are 90 Necromancy, so I'm going to go ahead and get the tier 90 task. And it looks like there's a bunch of shit to do for tier 90. But what materials do we need for tier 80? We'll start there. We need some greater ensouled cloth, some greater ensouled thread, and some greater ensouled bars. So let's get started on that. So in case anybody was wondering, if you do use an overload and you overload to at least 103 necromancy, you can use these multiply 3 glyphs and it'll make getting this tier 80 armor way cheaper. I believe it's 8 mil instead of over 30. So that's how I did that. Oh my God. Look at that. Tier 80, baby. All right, the first thing I'm going to do with this is go back to the Arch-Glacor and see how much we can improve our kill time. I believe last time it was 5 minutes and 54 seconds. That's too bad. We improved our time by 45 seconds. All right, enough fooling around. We need to do some dungeoneering. So I have 9 of these dummies from just the daily rewards and daily keys. So I'm going to use those up and then we're going to go get 75 dungeoneering. So if you remember, we did unlock that Ingram. I have 75 Divination right now, but the XP from this is so good that I'm not going to skill anything else in Dungeoneering except Divination. I mean, look at these XP drops. That's pretty good. I have a buddy that wants to get on later and help me with this Dungeoneering grind. He's pretty good at Dungeoneering, what can I say? So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to switch over to thieving. 70 thieving has been achieved. Basically all we are doing is cracking safes. Easy as that. Look at that. We can upgrade to the medium loot bag. 75 thieving coming in hot. One more level and we can switch the saves we are cracking. 80 thieving is coming in hot. And I unlocked the Black Abyss thieving suit. And that's 85 thieving. The days of spamming thieving levels have come to an end. It is time to jump back into Dungeoneering. All right, we're gonna dunge with the master himself, Dip Sauce. I don't know how many levels I'm gonna be able to clip because it's gonna go fast. Well, I wasn't able to clip very many at all, but there's 75 Dungeoneering. We're gonna do one more floor and that'll wrap up our Dungeoneering. We have 77. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna switch over and we're gonna start it on some Slayer. 80 constitutions coming in hot. I'm basically just using the Raptor because I've never used the Raptor as a Slayer Master. I may switch back to Duradel if it's shitty. Double XP has come to an end and there won't be one for quite a while. Our stats are looking very good. So the only level we have left to get to 75 to unlock Prif is summoning. I'm going to focus a little bit on Slayer to get charms, but we have not done a quest in so long. So I'm going to jump right back into questing. We're currently sitting at 289 quest points. I want to get that over 300 before I end this episode. Oh, and I just want to bring something up, guys. I did start an RS3 Iron Man. I'm not going to do the old school Iron Man or old school main right now because somebody said I was trying to bait you guys into watching old school content. That's not the case at all. So we will do an RS3 Iron Man first. The reason I'm doing them both at the same time is because I do this thing where I get bored with one project and I have to pick up another. So as long as I have two projects I can work on, everything's kosher. So if you haven't watched that episode yet, it is live. I'm going to try to make those episodes a little bit longer and to go more in depth on the way I do things. Kind of different from this main series. If you do like that episode, make sure to like it and share it with your mom and your grandma and all your friends. First quest I'm going to do is Legacy of Seergaze. I think any quest that takes me to Mire Ditch is my least favorite quest. Legacy of Seergaze is complete. 2 quest points, a bunch of XP, and a bunch of skills. We have a total of 291 quest points now. And we have these tomes that I'm going to throw right into summoning. That should get us a summoning level, I believe 68. And yes, we got ourselves 68 summoning. Okay, next quest is Between a Rock. I don't know why, but this is one of the funniest animations to me. It looks so funny. There's another RS3 cutscene that's just straight from nightmares. Good God. Between a Rock is complete. 293 total quest points. All right, the next quest I'm going to do is Ancient Awakening, and I'm going to use these XP lamps first. Ancient Awakening is complete. We are one step closer to beating up 4K. 294 total quest points. We've got some XP lamps as well. I believe that's 15k in Necromancy, and then this is a 10k XP lamp that's going to go into summoning. Very good. All right, the next quest I'm going to do is the Old Black Magic Flesh and Bone, and then we're going to do Desperate Times. I started to freak out a little bit because I needed this old necklace to do this quest, but I have the quest item storage unlocked at May's Quest Caravan, so that saved us. What the fuck even is this puzzle? I'm not understanding. Jesus, finally. I hate slide puzzles so much. Desperate Times is complete. 3 quest points. We have a total of 297 now. I don't know if I totally agree with that quest being labeled as medium in length. That took forever. We're going to use this huge XP lamp on summoning. And the next 2 quests I'm going to do is Olaf's Quest and Anakra's Laminate, and that should put us at 300 quest points. Olaf's Quest is complete. 12k defense XP. We have a total of 298 quest points now. Next quest is Anakra's Laminate, and that should put us at 300. Anakra's Laminate is complete. That's 2 more quest points. We have a total of 300 now. 7k XP and various other skills. I don't believe we get any. Oh, we do. We get a mining level. Nice. 76 mining. So with that 300 quest points, we can go get another reward from May. So let's go do that. All right, May, I'm going to need you on my team here. Money's low. Cash stacks at 2.4 mil. I got a bunch of camel parts. I need something here. A red dragon mask. Bam, bam. But we also got 1 mil, so nice. Oh yeah, let's go sell that off. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to end the episode right there. I'll show you the stats in the bank where we're currently at. I just want to say thank you so much if you've gotten this far. Comment bucket of milk if you have, and like the video. If you haven't yet, subscribe and check out the Iron Man series. All right, so let's look at the stats. Not too bad. Double XP was very nice to us. I didn't fletch much during double XP. I hate fletching even when you have double XP. Isn't it crazy? 2100 total, 300 total quest points. That looks beautiful. Here's the bank. I need to rearrange this. badly. But it's starting to shape up, not too bad. Got some skilling suits here. I got the golden mining outfit and the blacksmith outfit, as well as the black abyss outfit. So yay for double XP there. All right, that's it. I'll see you in the next episode. Like always, guys, have a great day.